So I decided to make a video about laziness, what makes you lazy and how to get out of it. But I find myself to be lazy to start the video. The only thing I blame it on right now is the heat. It's like 100 degrees and it's really hard to start anything. On this week's episode, well, maybe how to stop it. You know, you never know, but it worked for me. What is laziness? First off, laziness is not a medical term. It's not used in the psychology or medical field. You can't get a diagnosis of laziness. Laziness, also known as indolence or sloth, is a disinclination to activity of exertion despite having the ability to act or to exert oneself. To be clear, if you think you're affected with the disease of chronic laziness, you're not. Laziness is not a disease. Maybe being lazy is a choice, or is it in you? Is there such a thing as the lazy gene? So I did a little bit of research, I googled it, and it seems that there is a lazy gene. And to some extent, it can affect your personality traits. But the people you hang out with, your environment, and your lifestyle can affect how those genes express themselves. So unfortunately, you can't play that card either. Gene affect how you look and your character traits, yes. But character traits can be changed if you decide to change them. With just one little simple trick that we're gonna discuss later. That's how I see laziness. In order for me to achieve a new painting, I need to prepare, think, practice, and then execute. These are the bumps on the road between me and my painting. Laziness, however, is right here. It's the bump before the bumps. This applies to anything you do in life, really. And in everything you do, there'll be bumps on the road. It's just a matter of how much you love that thing that you want to do, if that makes the bumps worth it. Or sometimes, it's just a matter of getting things done, regardless on how you feel. Who cares if you love vacuuming or not? You just need to respect yourself enough not to live in a pig house. You might not love going to the gym that much, but you respect yourself enough to still work out to take care of yourself. And speaking of laziness, I won't be lazy and I'll go do my shopping even though I really feel like staying home in the AC. In my opinion, if you can't afford the luxury of laziness, you're privileged. Think about this. Your ancestors didn't have time to be lazy. Being lazy meant that you had no shelter, you had no place to sleep. Being lazy meant that you had no food to eat. Being lazy meant that you were getting attacked by a wild animal because you were distracted. Even in 2024, in some countries, being lazy means that you're not gonna drink clean water today. See, we create our environment to make us inclined to be more lazy. With our comfy couches, hot showers, video games, Netflix, TV cable, all-you-can-eat snacks in the fridge, AC in the summer, heat in the winter. I mean, it's quite easy to give in to laziness.
Actually today, I was like, I didn't want to go skateboarding. I was in bed, I have my AC on, you know, like I have my phone. If I don't work out for a day, like I would feel guilty and I would feel like shit, like physically. I would feel groggy and like foggy all day, you know? It's not even like the whole day. That's barely half a day, you know?
I could just end the video now and that would do it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, bro.
No
All
problem,
right.
bro.
Enjoy your day, man.
You as well, bro.
Yeah,
Peace.
ciao. You see what I mean when I say being lazy is a choice, a luxury? If you don't agree with that or you have a different opinion, please share in the comments. I love seeing different perspective and I'm always willing to change my mind. There's a lot of people that really struggle. They don't have that luxury of being lazy. They need 2-3 jobs. They work nights, evenings. For example, my mom. My mom was a single mother of 3. She didn't have time to be lazy. She didn't have that luxury. She had 3 kids depending on her. There was a research, a talk, and Jesus, it's hot. Wait. Like I was saying, I was listening to this research and they were talking about procrastination and laziness. And they were talking to that person that was saying they were too lazy to clean their house and they were asking for help on how not to be lazy. And they were discussing the idea of auto-regulation, that sometimes your body can't auto-regulate your mood. So by delaying something you don't like to do, that you don't want to do, you regulate your mood and feel better. What a crock of shit. I mean, we might be overthinking here. Some people have to walk to a river and clean their clothes by hand. And you bitch about cleaning your house with your fancy-ass new Dyson vacuum cleaner, doing your laundry with a washer and a dryer in your home. Come on now. And then there's the idea that maybe it's our culture that is asking too much from us now. And I understand the point to a certain extent. But think about it. If you're not comparing yourself to other people, not constantly listening to what other people have to say about you, you won't care that much. But I get it, I do feel sometimes the societal pressure of achieving more. But that's on me. I'm not gonna play the card that I'm a victim of societal pressure. And that's the reason why I'm lazy. If I feel lazy or I'm being lazy, that's because of my actions, or rather my inactions. And I'm not gonna blame other people for the way I feel or the way I am. Let's see how we can overcome laziness. One good trick is writing down what you have to do in a day so you don't give yourself the space to be lazy. Because let's face it, if you give yourself time to be lazy, you will use it, right? And writing down the things that you have to do in a day will make you accountable. And also, it will give you a visual at the end of the day to see how great you are or how much you suck. One thing that's very important is focusing on the things that you can control. If you focus on the things that you can't control, it'll just discourage you and you'll get even lazier. If you blame the opening hours of a gym for not to go work out because it doesn't fit with your schedule, well, you're not focusing on the right thing. What you should be focusing on is what exercises you could do at home or finding a new gym. The food you put in your body. The more you eat like crap, the less energy you're gonna have. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. How do you feel when you eat fish and vegetables versus pizza and fries? Exercising at least 30 minutes a day. That's what I do and it works out well for me. I'm not talking about going to the gym and lifting weights all the time. Ow. My eye fell into an eyelash. But yeah, I was saying, pushing weights at the gym, you could go for a walk, you could go for a hike, you could go climbing. Anything you want, just move your body every day. Your sleep. How's your sleeping habits? Is your room proper for sleeping? Is it noisy? Do you have a lot of lights? Do you sleep with your phone beside your head? All this are gonna play a huge role in your energy level. The people you hang out with. Obviously, if you hang out with a bunch of lazy ass, you're gonna become a lazy ass too. How you speak to yourself, I think it's one of the biggest ones. The more you condition yourself by saying, "No, I'll do that later. I don't have the motivation today. I'm way too lazy. I'm not a productive person. I don't have time for this. I'm way too tired." The more you will become these things. And stop saying you don't have the motivation to do things. That doesn't work that way. Motivation comes by doing things and not the other way around. I made a video on that. These are all things you have control over that are gonna give you more energy. And once you start taking care of yourself like this, what's gonna happen is it's gonna boost your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your self-love. And it's gonna make you wanna do more things. Now I understand that everyone's energy levels are different. That's why you have to figure out what works for you. But I can guarantee you one thing for sure, 100%. If you sit down eating cake and ice cream watching Netflix all day, you will not have more energy, not even to think. But if you put good food in your body and you start taking care of yourself, you will have a lot more energy. That I promise. Also, if you're constantly distracting yourself with outside things, your phone, social media, TV shows, if you're too busy consuming other people's lives, you won't have any energy for your life. Spending your day scrolling fries your brain and it just makes you tired. And that makes you neglect yourself. And when you neglect yourself, you can't hear that little inside voice that's speaking to you. I know that's a little bit out there, but trust me, learn to listen to yourself. Your body, your mind, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, they're speaking to you. And if your head is always full and you're always distracted, you won't have time to listen, nor the space to listen. That's where the best ideas come from, but you need to listen to them. Remember that important, easy little thing I was talking about before? That thing that's gonna help you change that laziness character trait you have. It's discipline. I know it's a shitty word, but it is what it is. But a little bit of discipline goes a long way. Just do a little every day, even if you don't feel like it. And even though I'm very productive, my lazy voice is very present 24/7. That 5-minute rules does wonder for me. I just set myself to do 5 minutes every time. I just end up doing more. So whatever you're being lazy on right now, procrastinating, just tell yourself you're gonna do 5 minutes and you'll see it's gonna do wonder for you. If your boss at work tells you to do something, you're not gonna tell him, I'm not doing that. I can't, no, I'm being lazy right now. Makes sense, right? Same thing in your personal life, your dreams, your goals, your project. You are the boss. So when you tell yourself to do something, just do it. And also, you don't need to make your feeling your reality. And what I mean by that is feeling something is not your reality. You felt like giving up before, but you didn't. You felt like breaking up with your partner because they did something stupid, but you didn't. Feeling and wants are not the same. You don't always feel like doing the right thing, but you do it anyway because your goal, your freedom, whatever it is that you want is more important at that very moment. I don't always feel like working out, but my health is what is important to me. I don't always feel like sitting down and write a new video for 5 or 6 hours, but I do it anyway because building a new career and helping people is what I want right now. I don't always feel like sitting down in front of a blank canvas, but I do it anyway because creating something that could inspire someone and makes me feel good, that's what I want right now. I've become very good at bringing myself back when I catch myself procrastinating. Quite good at kicking my own ass. And the thing that I do is at the end of every day, I review my day just to see if I was productive enough for my taste. Because also, that's the thing. I don't really care if someone calls me lazy, and neither should you. You have to be productive in your own capacity. But if you are complaining that you are lazy, you don't have energy, and it's something that is bothering you, I think these things could help you out to get more energy and get things done. And remember, if you think good things only happens to others, well, just become the other. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next week. I hate when it's that hot. I can think, I can talk.